right, welcome everyone to today's meeting. It is January 27th, 2022. I am moderating today. Bridget will be on notes, and then from triage last week, we had Joe Julian doing that. For announcements, we are, is Matt, yeah, Matt Farina is on the call. Can you talk a little bit more about our v3.8.0 release that went up on Monday?
Certainly. So 3.8.0 went out. And I think the biggest thing of the week is that the OCI experiment that we've had going on for quite some time now graduated and is now generally available. It's stable and you can use it without setting that flag. There were a couple of changes to it. For example, when you specify it in your dependencies now, you can set a version range and it can handle that. Those details I think are mostly in the release notes, but it's out. The next version release, which will be a patch release, comes out March 9th. The reason we don't have a February release is that is so close to when this one went out, because it normally releases are on the second Wednesday of the month, but because of the holiday break, we pushed it back to the third Wednesday. Then because we had to put out a second release candidate and delay the release a few days, that pushed it to the next week. And it's close enough now to that February date that we actually just push it out a whole other month. We have a Helm improvement proposal that informs how this whole process works over on the community site. And so it gets pushed out to March. And then the next feature release will be May 11th. That's a few weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks after the next Kubernetes minor release. Gives us a little time to incorporate that stuff in, but that's May 11th.
I don't know if this is of importance. I think May 11th is right around the time of KubeCon as well. So, right,
Probably.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Anything else?
That's it for me.
Cool. All right, Butcher, do you want to talk more about Josh getting elected to OCI?
I'm slightly embarrassed to say that I discovered this on LinkedIn, but yes, Josh was elected to a position in OCI, and following the Helm tradition, he will now recite a sonnet explaining what he's doing at OCI, which he's clearly had years to prepare for. So no, Josh, do you want to tell us what you are working on OCI and anything else about that?
Yeah, sure. Thanks. I did get an email about something on LinkedIn. I haven't logged in yet. So, but yeah, so OCI TOB. So it's like sort of the equivalent of the Helm org maintainers. So trying to make the OCI move, run a little bit more smoothly. So I'm kind of hopeful that it can move a little bit more quickly than it has been over the last few years. So, but yeah, I'm still waiting. I don't think I'm inducted yet, so still waiting to be read my rights and all of that. So, but thank you, Doctor.
Cool. Congratulations, Josh. We can move into discussions. Mark, do you want to talk a little bit more about the PR to move meeting notes from here to the community?
So it's not very important, but it was the only thing on the agenda at the time, so I thought I'd put it. I just created a pull request on the community repo to move the 53 or 55 pages of this document to our archive. So I'm not a maintainer on it, so whenever somebody has a minute, and I'll clean up after.
Yeah, for quick reference, the community repo is maintained by the Helm org maintainers. So it's that list of maintainers is responsible, to which several of us are on the call. And you all heard it. Go review it.
Thank you, Matt.
All right, it looks like we have Simile Silvius from Nokia. Do you want to talk about your bug fix?
Hello, hi, can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
Yeah, we are struggling with this Helm client in Golang, so and we have this bug, this memory leak there. So we are facing this issue so constantly. So it would be battle needing this fix. So just asking the timetable, how when it could be released or merged. So we would not like to fork, but just use the official Helm release.
I can go ahead and review the I think that's 10486. I can go ahead and review that one. I had already looked at the original issue, so I can probably do that pretty quickly.
Sorry, I had a space for some reason. So please, 10486, not 1048, which is much older, was originally in the doc. I put it in, then I clicked it and I thought, what? So if anyone opened it and went, what? It is, as Butcher said, 10486.
Yeah, and I think I was one of the other reviewers on the original pull request, so I can probably review this one pretty quick. I'll put in a little time to do that today.
Yeah, and
for
we are
reference,
actually using the more recent Helm release. So this pull request is there pointing to the older release. So.
Okay. Let's see, does it still merge cleanly? It doesn't give any merge conflict, so it should still merge into main fine. And even with the release changes that have happened, the date it would go out was the one that I talked about earlier. If it's merged, would be the March date, because we don't have a patch release scheduled till then. So if it's merged anytime before that, it'll go into that release.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, just so you know the dates, because we keep on a regular documented cadence.
Yeah. Fair.
Okay, great. And then Bridget, do you want to talk about tech reviews on doc PRs?
Oh, so I noticed that we had one help wanted marked on a docs PR, and we probably need to go and mark a few other ones on there. But this is a good way for people who are joining the community and want to start helping with something, but aren't sure exactly what to start with. When somebody puts a docs fix in, someone else needs to go and check and make sure that it's actually accurate and correct, and solves the problem that they're and doesn't lead to misinformation in the docs, et cetera. So there's several PRs that could use a review like that. There's one already marked with that and that label, and other ones could probably use that label as well. So that is a help wanted if you want to test docs. Right. And thanks, Sylvius.
Cool. I guess I have just an update on, I am speaking to our potential speakers for our Helm Maintainer Talk. So I started a HackMD doc, and so far, yeah, Andrew, Scott, and Martin Hickey have confirmed that they will be going. So just this is in progress, but not yet done, but I will get it done. Yeah. Anything else? Okay, I guess if anyone would like to volunteer to be a moderator or to take notes next week, maybe you can drop your name into chat. Otherwise, I think we're good, right? Okay, all right. Well, I will give everyone some time back, and thank you for joining today's call. Talk to y'all soon. Bye.
Awesome. Thank you.